Hi everyone, this is Audrey again. So this is part 2 of website requirements. So we left it on this particular website, and what we were looking for at the end was a call to action button. So on this website, you can assume that the call to action is to let the user see how beautiful these photographs are and how striking. And you can see that the sales pitch is about wedding photography. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything else that will guide the user to, for example, clicking a phone number or an email address or anything like that. So I'm going to show you another site here. And this is deirdrebrennan.ie. I'll just move the screen up here. And you can see that up here in the top left-hand corner, she has an email address, a phone number, a mobile number, and a location. And then Deirdre Brennan Photography is there. So you can see immediately that the call to action on the page is to contact. So it is promoting the actual contact details here, and then the location as well. So if I just move the screen down here, you can see that the photographs here are around commercial events. They're categorized really well, but there are also services for wedding photography. And if you click on the link here, it will bring you to the photography for the wedding website. And you can see again that there is a level of concentration on the wedding. See, the text font is different, the display is different, and the photographs are mainly wedding, all to do with wedding. So you can see that this is obviously a cash cow, very similar to the Joneses case study. So a couple of you did mention to me before about maybe having a separate page for weddings and having another page for the abstract type work. And absolutely, if you feel that that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do that. And now just to go back to the presentation itself. So if I just move this up here, and we were on the call to action of the website. So a clickable item on the website, such as buy now. For the photographer, it could be the contact details, the phone number, or the email address. And then scalability, as long as the business grows, is the website going to grow as well? So you need to pick a website builder that you can add functions to. And later on, we're going to be talking about requirements. And some of those requirements will be longer term requirements, not just requirements to get it up off the ground. So identifying the features for your online business. This is the question that you need to ask all the time. What is your business? What's the reason? Why do you need it? And what is the core functionality of the business, and what do you need to represent online? So for Jones Photography, we know that there are photographers. We know that the cash cow is weddings, portraits, christenings, and family events. And you don't want to ignore that kind of work. But what you do also want to do is represent the other work that's happening as part of that particular business. Knowing who your audience is really important, because like in your digital marketing, it will determine what you have. So should you have a mobile site, a website, a smartphone app, for example. Most of the website builders, such as Wix, Weebly, WordPress, will give you the option for developing a mobile site as well. Basically what it does is it takes the content that you put in for the website and it creates a mobile site for you. Now, when you have a look at the mobile site, either on your phone or on the screen, you'll see that it will more than likely look awful. It will look overloaded because of the text that you have on the website and the images and so on. So the mobile sites are usually minimalistic, minimal amount of information with maximum impact, which is why you need that call to action button on the landing page of every screen. Research other business pages like your idea. You did that a couple of weeks ago, and we just did that there with deirdrebrennan.ie and diamondphotography.ie. And identify the features and the tools that are used on each page. So we saw that there was a gallery on each of the pages. We just go back to our possibly to Deirdre Brennan. So we can see here that there is a gallery of photographs. We've got a menu up here. I'll just bring the screen up here so you can see the rest. We've got a contact number, email address, frequently asked questions, pricing, and so on. Okay, so if I go into pricing, for example, let's have a look and see what features are in here. Okay, so there's a list of all of the products that they have, a little bit of the story. Our contacts page has telephone number, email address, a couple more, well, one more picture just to showcase the work. Testimonials is just a list of people who are pleased with the work and the photograph. It's like almost like a mini blog that they had. So you can see the features that I used are very straightforward, very simple, but quite effective. Okay, so for your website, you were told to develop a couple of pages. You need to know exactly what features and tools you want on each page. So for example, the home page, you need to have some kind of a call to action button, something that will make an impact and will influence the user on how they use the site. Another thing for the contact us page, for example, you might have a Google map and you might have a phone number and so on. So your Google map would only be on the contact us page, not on the home page as well. The gallery itself could be on a separate page if that's what you choose, and maybe that particular site, the feature is the use of the gallery and perhaps magnifying a picture once it's clicked on and so on. So at this stage, you need to think exactly what should be on each page, and no page should be overcomplicated. There should only be a couple of features max on every page. Each page also should be unique in its content, so you can tell the digital story throughout the website. You don't have to contain it all on one page. Just make sure that the information on each page is relevant to the page name, and that it's telling something a little bit different on every page. So what does your online business need? I'll just move this down into, sorry, make it look a little bit better. You need it to be simple. You need to get your website up and running. For Jones's Photographers, you have a deadline of a week, possibly 2 weeks. It needs to be flexible, so you might want a blog in there, you might want a photo blog. It's going to have to be some kind of a gallery. Perhaps you want other features as well. So it needs to be flexible, that it can allow you to add features at a later stage. Publishing with ease basically means that you can create posts, you can create pages, make changes, and just click on publish, and that it's not such a big deal. If you're programming it might be you'd need to get an expert in to change it, but when you're using a website builder, you can do this yourself quite easily. Publishing tools, so create drafts, schedule publication, look at your post revisions, so you can look at all of this on the blog page of Weebly. You can look at revisions on Wix. Now the thing with Weebly is that in order to be able to see how it looks, you need to click on publish. With Wix, you can save and you can look at a preview, so you don't have to publish straight off. You can secure posts and pages with a password, as you've seen with Weebly. We've been able to do that. So that's your startup password when you go into the URL. User management. So when the site is actually developed and people are editing it or updating it or maintaining it, not everybody would require the same level of access. So some website builders will allow you to set up different users who have access to different things. Weebly, it's only one user and access to everything. Wix, you can set up multiple users, and WordPress as well. So the media management, so quickly and easily upload images and media, edit media. When you think about it, when pages are maintained, that's really all that happens, is to upload images, upload media, make changes to existing pages, edit it just to keep it current. Okay, and with the website builders, it's actually quite easy to do. So what else does your online business need? You might want to leave space for built-in comments in the blog pages. People can leave comments there, so they can engage with what you're doing. Some sites as well allow you to edit and check the comments before they go live on your site, which is especially good for making sure that there is nothing nasty said or nothing irrelevant. Search engine optimized, so SEO plugins. This is what allows you to be searchable on search engines such as Google or any other search engine. So some of the plugins will allow multilingual searches. Do you need to be available in more than just English? Not for the purpose of Jones's Photography. And to be honest, SEO we're not going to use as part of Jones's Photography case study. That will be probably case study 3. Importers, so when you're selecting a website builder, perhaps you've built your site and maybe you're not actually happy with the service. So to have the facility to be able to export all of the work that's on your website, so that's pictures, videos, text, everything that you've done, is really important. WordPress allows you to do this. So Weebly, as far as I know, doesn't allow you to export. But if you can find a site that allows that to happen, then that would be really useful. So the final slide, and this full standards compliance, a website to work in every browser. So you need to check multiple browsers. Make sure that it works in Chrome, make sure it works in Safari, in Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, all of these different browsers. Themes, so as you saw with Weebly, there are quite a few themes to select from, and you can change the themes as you go. With Wix, you cannot change. Once you select a theme, that's what you're stuck with. You can extend features and functionality with plugins. So with the student version of Weebly, you're very restricted to what's on the left side of the screen. You cannot go outside of that. However, if you sign up with Weebly.com and use the free version of Weebly, then you can access the marketplace and you can use some plugins. And some you have to pay for and some are free. Equally with Wix, Wix has a huge marketplace of plugins, and you can use some for free and again some you need to pay for. Also check with the website builder that you own your own data. When you use free software, whether it's Facebook, any kind of social media, anything like that, in the terms and conditions it will specify that you own all of your own data. However, you have given the company access to your data and they can use it in any way that they see fit. So be very careful when you're signing up to these website builders, especially if you're putting content up there, that it's content that is not sensitive and it's content that you're happy that it can possibly be used again. You want to check and see, do you need to give your permission in order for them to use your data and so on. So just read the terms and conditions really, really carefully. It's your website, it's your content, and it's your data. So you need to make sure that you own your own data. Community support forums and discussion boards. Some websites will use community features, and these discussion boards, these again can be widgets on WordPress or in the app marketplace in Wix or in Weebly, and you can use those. Those forums would be akin to boards, what it would look a bit like boards.ie, leaving comments on things such as, think of other sites like TripAdvisor or imdb.com or even Amazon where you get to review products. So the community forum can be quite important depending on the case study that you're doing. However, for Jones's photographers, probably not that important, but it may be important for case study 1 or 2. Okay, so we're going to leave that. That is part 2. I'm hoping that the sound has worked properly on this because I've recorded 3 other presentations and the sound did not work. So I'm going back over them again. So fingers crossed this one has worked. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me on Tuesday. See you then. Bye.